Good evening. We present the news summary. The Supreme Court has imposed 3 sentences of 14 years on a 53-year-old man for sexual assault on a minor. All 3 sentences will run concurrently. The man was found guilty on 3 counts of sexual assault between 2013 and 2015 on a girl who was 9 years old at the time of the first offense. In his summing up, Justice Bohan said the offense was aggravated by the fact that the convict is a father, and though the complainant was not his child, he was a parental figure as she was living in the same house with him and his wife, who was the victim's godmother. A fire set ablaze the Lex Mumbai staff quarters at Ilojupur last night, shortly before 11:30. Initial reports say the fire burned down some building materials that were on the site. The same site was also a storage facility, a workshop and warehouse for Lex Mumbai. The cause of the fire is yet to be established, but an investigation has begun. The public relations officer, the Fire and Rescue Services Agency, said that they deployed 3 fire trucks to put out the fire. The Department of Environment is reviewing the regulations that govern the way environmental impact assessment EIAs are conducted. A consultative meeting has been organized with experts to seek their views on gaps that exist in the current regulations. The EIA regulations date back to 1996 and have never been updated.
One of the biggest issues in the regulations is that the consultant, the environment consultant, appointed to do the EIA process and to follow it through and so on, is appointed and paid for by the developers. It is impossible, and we have seen that over and over in all the projects that we've come across. Where it's impossible for the consultant to be independent, to be impartial, because they get told by the developers what it is that they want to see. And so when we have public meetings over to discuss the project proposals, whatever the members of the public say, I've had many objections to destruction of the environment in particular. It doesn't get taken into account very much. And that is the second aspect of this regulation. Although it is there is not much in the regulations that is really enforceable by law. The Department of Environment, the Planning Authority or whatever, don't have to take into account most of what is said is produced through that process. It hasn't got any teeth, in effect.
In its regular weekly meeting, the Cabinet has approved a number of decisions relating to land use in Grand Osmaï, management of public finance, and an update on laws relating to public debt. Furthermore, ministers have expressed approval following a positive report on Seychelles' financial outlook.
The decisions taken by ministers include a plan for managing land use at Grand Osmaï, aiming to balance housing, agriculture, tourism, and environmental protection. Ministers also approved plans to improve public finance rules and create a new policy for partnerships with the private sector. The hope is that the changes will ensure better financial management and transparency. There are also plans to update laws for managing public debts with the help of the International Monetary Fund. And finally, the ministers have approved a report showing a positive financial outlook, including a surplus of 3.4% of GDP and improved tax collection. But there were some challenges like delays in project implementation.
CPEC has organized several activities to celebrate the achievements of the company and its employees. They had a meeting with President Ramkalawan today. CPEC says that 56% of its workforce has over 10 years of service with the company and 13% has over 30 years and above.
21 of CPEC workers who are celebrating 30 to 40 years of service with the company have met with the President of the Republic today. This visit falls within the framework of the celebration of 40 years of CPEC, which falls on April 2nd. The CEO of CPEC, Sarah Roumet, says that during the discussion with the President, he showed appreciation for the dedication of the group of workers.
If CPEC is where it is today, it is because of the efforts, the contribution of the workers who have held the company throughout these years. And this year we are celebrating 40 years. And we have 2 staff members who will accumulate 40 years this year. And they are part of the 20 people delegation here.
CPEC became a company on 2nd April 1985 after the Shell Oil Company closed down.
This was the news summary. More news at 8 p.m.